We were making a very important point, which was stop listening to what the Wall Street banks are saying about China, because they're lying their faces off and they're doing it intentionally. So it became very clear long ago that the banks compromise all their credibility and their ethics in terms of backing this China data manipulation. And it got to such a point that, like, during COVID and stuff like that, when the banks were still coming out and claiming there were going to be fiscal stimulus any day now and backing the Chinese numbers, we used to have like an application a week from the big banks, from people, some of whom we know, some of whom were just ghosting. They're like, we can't stand to work in this environment anymore. Our job is just fake. Yeah. And we were making a very important point, which was stop listening to what the Wall Street banks are saying about China, because they're lying their faces off and they're doing it intentionally. And China's doing ... And what we realized was that the Wall Street banks, they don't sell their research. So they don't have to produce something that stands the test of time as being good enough to pay for. But anyways, these things would happen and they would create this narrative that was just totally fake. It was intentional lies based around the idea that
this is almost China level.
They were visited and they were told by a governmental organization, change your GDP number, and they did it.